Hi everyone, I am JT Pilot and today I'll be making another video. This time we'll be unboxing some of the brand new NG Models June 2022 releases. This is Massive Unboxing Free. So I'd like to welcome you all to Massive Unboxing Free and I'd like to welcome you all to the chat and welcome you all to the premiere if you guys are watching this during the premiere. So hopefully you are, and yeah. So yes, today I received the latest NG Models in, and yeah. So you may be asking, wow, he got them in really fast. Yes, I did. These models came from Westcoastdiecast. I like to thank them so much. Use my code JTPOD for 5% off. Just will mention it off the bat. Yeah, I received these models in today, and yes, everything is perfect. I did take a sneak peek at each one just to make sure there wasn't a QC issue, just in case I open up a model and then the antenna flies out or something. You know what I'm saying? So we did check everything. All the models are perfect. There's one model is missing. There's one model that does have a slight issue, but other than that, everything is perfect. And yes, so I got these in really fast just because I paid extra to have DHL one-day shipping, which I recommend to pay the extra money for. That is well worth it. These models came in one day. They literally shipped them yesterday, and I got these models in today. I did do that option for also we get these models in earlier, and yeah, I believe I am the first person on YouTube to get the new NG models in. So yeah, it's great indeed. I just want to get these. I want to get these models in as soon as I can, so I can review them for you guys. So in case any of you are just wondering if you should buy them, you'll just see my review and be like, "Oh, I'll buy them," or you're like, "Nah, I won't buy it." So I just want to make sure that I get these models in soon. So any of you that want to purchase this model can purchase this model while it is still in stock at retailers. I highly recommend purchasing from Westcoastdiecast. They are still in stock there. So yes. So nonetheless, so this is Massive Unboxing Free. So my Massive Unboxing is slightly different. I won't be actually unboxing these models. This video will just be a collection of reviews for these models. A lot of you appreciate the last Massive Unboxing, so today it'll be just like the last Massive Unboxing for my birthday. So yeah. So basically how this will work, I will go over the box of the model, then I'll review the model itself, and I'll give it a score based on my JT score, which consists of 11 categories. So yeah, I'm just simply astonished by these releases. NG Models just nailed these models. These are all just perfect, and I cannot wait to unbox and show them all to you. So nonetheless, we'll be starting off with the very first model in Massive Unboxing Free. Once again, welcome to Massive Unboxing Free. Alright, so starting with the very first model in Massive Unboxing Free. And this is the beautiful NG Models Delta Airlines A321neo. Man, what a beautiful model and beautiful box art. So in case I forgot to mention it, this video will only contain the new NG Models June releases that just arrived at retailers. Some retailers, that is. Some retailers haven't received them yet, but yeah, and this video will not contain the two delayed models from the NG Models June releases that have ordered, which were the Place A321neo and the Aeroflyer 747-600. Those models will be in the next Massive Unboxing. Next NG Models Massive Unboxing it is. So yeah, today we'll just be going over the ones that have received, and these are all NG Models, by the way. So moving on to the box art anyway. So here we have the beautiful Delta Airlines A321neo box art. NG Models is the first model manufacturer to release a Delta A321neo in 1/400 and in any scale at all. Pan Models just did release one as well, but I won't be buying their version just because I have this beautiful NG Models version, which is sitting on my airport mat. So anyway, so starting with the box art, this box art captures the Delta widget tail perfectly, and the box could use a little bit more saturation. Other than that, it's perfect. So starting with the top of the box here, the Airbus A321neo tiles, those are looking perfect. And this model is using the new NG Models brand new A321neo model, which is perfect but has some slight issues with it. And yeah, and the box is exactly the same as the previous NG Model A321 boxes as well. So here the NG Models Delta Airlines A321neo computer image right there. Here the bottom box with the NG Models logo and the Delta Airlines logo, and the registration. The registration is number 502 Delta X-Ray. Pretty interesting. NG Models chose to do this registration instead of number 501 Delta Alpha, but pretty interesting move. But maybe they're doing that just because they knew other model manufacturers would do the November 501 Delta Alpha. Just maybe. So moving on to the bottom of the box, here we have the bottom of the box with the computer-generated image, the Airbus A321neo Taza, and the item number, which is 13037, and the barcode right there. Then here we have the right side of the box right here, the Delta Airlines logo, the Airbus A321neo logos, and the NG Models logo right there. Here we have the top of the box right there. And here is the left side of the box with the NG Models logo and Delta Airlines logo. And proceeding on to the back of the box. So here's the back of the box right here. Here's the NG Models logo right there. And here we have the computer image of the aircraft once again. The back of the box is basically the same as the front of the box, except for the NG Models social medias right there. Here are their Facebook, Instagram, and their website. I highly recommend checking all this out for for new releases and mold announcements and more, and release pictures as well. I recommend following their Instagram account. They don't block you unlike Gemini Jets, so yeah. And here's the I number, which is 13037, and the barcode and some boring labels right there. So that's it for the box of this beautiful Engine Miles Delta Airliner A320neo. Let's move on to the model itself. All right, so moving on to the model itself. So here are the beautiful Engine Miles Delta Airliner A321neo model. Man, this is just flat amazing. Just pure perfection, almost pure perfection. There's a couple slight issues. Other than that, Engine Miles really nailed the new A321neo mold. So Engine Miles has overhauled their A321 mold and has also added the A319 and A320 series to their lineup of Airbus A320 family aircraft, which is flat amazing. It's just been long away. There's so many models that I want them to do with that. I've made an Engine Miles Airbus A320 wishlist video, which I'll put a link to that in the description below if you want to figure out which models I have on my wish list. And Engine Miles has done quite a bit of them, so yeah. So this model is just pure perfection. That's all I gotta say. Engine Miles really nailed this model. Yeah, and I just can't believe I have my hands on it right now. So it's just amazing. So nonetheless, we'll be starting off with the nose section of this model. Yeah, and we're going to start off with this mass unboxing with a bang with the Engine Miles Delta Airliners A321neo. So here are the nose of the Engine Miles Delta Airliners A321neo right here. Looking flat out amazing. Perfect shape and everything. Some people have been complaining about the nose on this. The nose is perfectly fine to me. So yeah, no need to complain there. So here we have the cockpit windows right there, and these do have the raccoon mask on them because Delta Airlines chose to put them on there. So pretty cool there. I really love the raccoon mask. It just makes the Airbus aircraft just look so much better. So yeah, so here's the Sky Team logo right there, L1 door. Here's the Delta Airlines logo right there. Here's some emergency escape windows there. Here are the emergency escape doors right here. Then here at the top of the wing we have the emergency escape pass right there. Here are the shark layer there, looking flat out amazing there. Perfect shape and everything. It's slightly standing back, which is realistic. Then proceeding right here, we have the Pratt and Whitney engines. These are also looking flat out amazing. Then here we have the L2 door right there. And then here we have the back portion of the model. We have the L3 door. And here we have the Delta Wedge tail, which is looking flat out amazing. Super well detailed. You can just see the details in it. It's just looking flat out amazing. Here's the registration, which is number 502 Delta X, right in the United States flag right there. So yeah, so that's it for the left side of the model. Let's move on to the back side of the model. Alright, so moving on to the back side of the model. So here are the back side of the model. So here are the vertical stabilizers and horizontal stabilizers. These are looking perfect. And here are the back view of the wings. The wings do not have really any wing flex to them, so that is looking perfect. And yeah, so now let's move on to the bottom of this model. Alright, moving on to the bottom of the model. My hands right there. So here are the APU down there, looking flat amazing. The bottom of the APU. Here we have antenna right there, looking flat amazing. Here are the Delta belly, looking flat out amazing. Here we have the wing landing gear right there, also looking flat amazing. Here a little seam in the fuselage, looking great. Here we have the nose of the A320neo tiles, and here are the nose landing gear, all looking flat amazing. Alright, so proceeding on to the front of this beautiful A320neo, and man, look how perfect this looks. Look at the cockpit windows. Man, Engine Miles really nailed the shape of them. This looks like a real life A320neo, and I like to applaud Engine Miles so much for that. So here are the cockpit windows right there, and here are the inside of the Pratt and Whitney engines. And yes, I do have an issue with them. Yes, unfortunately, if you can barely see, there is a ring in the engine, which is unrealistic. I'm pretty unfortunate how Engine Miles have included it, but other than that, the engine details look flat out amazing. Yeah, if Engine Miles can just get rid of that ring and just make the flame blades a little bit bigger, it's just going to be perfect. The engine size is perfect. The engine size overall is perfect. So yeah, pretty unfortunate there, but other than that, looking perfect there. And yeah, so alright, so the front of this model is looking flat amazing. Let's move on to the top of this model. Alright, moving on to the top of this model, and man, this model is definitely impressive. It's just impressive. Engine Miles, you guys did such an amazing job. So here are the antenna right there. Here we have the non-3D beacon lane. Hopefully Engine Miles will include 3D beacon lines in the future. That'd be pretty cool to have on 100 miles. Here we have the emergency escape pass right there on top of the wing. Here are the top of the wings right there, looking flat amazing. This is a better view of the wings. Here we have another antenna, and here are the Wi-Fi box. So this is my other issue with this model. This Wi-Fi box is way too large. Yeah, it is a little bubbly, which is pretty unfortunate. It's a little bit too tall and a little bit too thick. So yeah, as it's a random issue for Engine Miles to have, but it's just an issue. But it's not as bad as Gemini just lacking aerials overall, so it's still a plus there. Here we have an antenna, and here at the top of the tail, looking flat out amazing. And yeah. Alright, so moving on to the right side of this model, same size of slide we went over, but this time has the baggage hold. So Here are the first bag tools right there, looking flat amazing. Here we have the 2 other bag tools right here. Those are also looking flat amazing. This side is also different just because it has the R3 door, R2 door, and the R1 door. So I'm going to get some final shots of this beautiful model, then I'll be scoring this model. Alright, so that does conclude the review portion of this beautiful Delta Airlines A321neo. So now let's score with the JT Pilot score, which consists of 11 categories. So this is going to be a little bit more expedited than the normal JT Pilot scoring just for normal reviews, just because this is a massive unboxing. I just want to make this video as quickly as possible. That's a better word to say. So, start with the first category, which is fuselage. Engine receiving a 10 out of 10 for that. This is perfect. It's not too thick, unlike the Gemini mold, so right there. And the nose will be receiving a 10 out of 10 perfect shape and everything. Cockpit windows looks stunning. It looks like a real life A321neo, and that is a pretty great achievement to have in 1/400 scale, having a model that looks almost exactly as a real life aircraft. Nothing really too different. Moving on to the next category, which is the wings. Those will also be receiving a 10 out of 10. Those are perfect. The landing gears will be receiving a 10 out of 10. Those are perfect. They roll. They're metal. They look good. They have great details on them. So those are perfect. Those are receiving a 10 out of 10. The engines will only be receiving a 9 out of 10 just because of the ring in engines, which is pretty unfortunate. How engines had to include a ring in it. Pretty weird issue. Because we saw the issue with the Salmon molds, and I'm just surprised they haven't removed the rings just because a lot of us complained about it. So I don't know. Pretty interesting there. So yeah, hopefully Angels will fix that with their next batch. I'm willing to bet they will. So yeah. Moving on to the next category, which is the livery. The livery is just perfect. Man, really vibrant as per usual for engine models. So the livery receiving a 10 out of 10, and it's accurate as well. That's another plus. So yeah, moving on to the next category, which is the details. This model, man, it has really great details on it. This is perfect. So the details are receiving a 10 out of 10. The aerials on this model, we're receiving a 9 out of 10 just because the Wi-Fi box is a little large. But other than that, we have the proper amount of aerials and everything. If that Wi-Fi box gets scaled down just a little bit, this model would have received a 10 out of 10 for aerials. But unfortunately, it's only going to get 9 out of 10. Really unfortunate. Moving on to the next category, which is the quality control on this model. This model, I've seen some people get it broken. I know one person that got this broken, but mine came perfectly. So for quality control, I'm just going to give them a 4 out of 5 just because there is still some QC issues with coming broken. So I represent everybody else that has received this model unfortunately broken. I believe Westcoastdiecast did receive one of these broken because I did chat with them for a little bit and they showed me that one of these came broken from NG. They did not ship out that model, so don't worry. So, because they actually check their models and recall models if they're broken, so they don't send them out to you. Unlike some other retailers, I'm not trying to name one in particular, but yeah. Moving on to the next category, which is the collectability. 5 out of 5. That's all I gotta say. It's just extremely collectible. It's a long-awaited model, and many US collectors will buy it over other model manufacturers. So the final score for this model is a 97 out of 100, or a 97%. Yeah, this model, highly recommend to purchase it. And yeah, so that's it for the Delta A321neo. Let's move on to the legendary Delta Airlines Boeing 757s, arguably the most exciting models for me in this video. All right, so moving on to the most highly anticipated set of models for me, which are the engine models Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200, which we'll be reviewing together in this massive unboxing, just because they are very similar. The only slight difference is the left one has the San Marino special tiles there, so that is the only slight difference there. Sorry, Marina Rivera tiles, not San Marino. Sorry, I got that one wrong again. So sorry about that little hiccup there. So anyways, so yes, I will be reviewing these models together just because they are similar. So and engine models kind of caught on that they're similar by making a box art that puts these two models together. So here we have the combined image of the beautiful box art for the Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200, which represents the Delta Wichita, just on two sides. So the regular version of the Delta 757-200 has a little bit less saturation on the box, which is kind of interesting. So start with the box art for the regular Delta 757-200. So here are the Boeing 757-200 titles. Here we have the computer image for this aircraft. Here are the Delta Airlines logo with the registration. Registration for the regular version are 7-4 X-ray, which is a pretty unique registration just because it only has 5 characters, which most United States registrations have 6 characters for commercial aircraft. So pretty cool how Angel chose to do this one. I believe one of our community members did specifically request this aircraft. I believe B67 Aviation requested this aircraft or somebody like that. So yeah, I'm glad they requested this specific registration. It's just cool to have a registration like this. So here are the Boeing officially licensed product down there, and the engine model's logo on the bottom right. Then here we have the other box art right here, which is basically the same. We have the computer image for this aircraft, but it has the Marina Rivera titles, which is, I believe, like a baseball team. So pretty cool how we have that. Pretty cool that Delta Airlines does have that logo on one of the 757s, and how Engine Miles did decide to release this aircraft. Here we have the Delta Airlines logo on the bottom left, the registration, which is number 72 Tango Whiskey. Here the Engine Miles logo right here on the bottom right. So proceeding onto the bottom of the boxes. So here at the bottom of the boxes right here. Looking fun, amazing. Here we have the computer image, the Boeing 757 string jaws, and the Engine Miles logo. Here the item number for the regular version, which is 531188. So Engine Miles has made over 188 Boeing 757s. Pretty crazy to say. Then here we have the left box which is for the Marina Rivera 757, which the number is 53187. Sorry about that. Camera went out of focus. So here I had the right side of the boxes, looking file amazing. And here we have the top of the boxes, also looking file amazing. The computer image. I really love the top of the box. This looks file amazing. And then proceeding on to the back of the box. So here at the back of the box with the computer image for both these aircraft in the center. Basically the same as front of the box, except for the Engine Miles social medias once again. And here with the Boeing labels down there and the item number. So that's it for the box art for the Engine Miles Delta Airlines 757 Junior. Let's proceed on to the regular version. Alright, so proceeding on to the model itself. For the regular Delta 757 Junior November 704 X-Ray. Man, just pure perfection here. Just pure perfection. There is not a single thing wrong with this model. I'm just so grateful that Engine Miles has finally released this model. I've been requesting this model since day one. The Delta 757 Junior in the regular delivery with winglets. It's finally come. This model has been such a needed asset, and I'm so glad to have it. I may actually buy another one in the future. We'll have to see. So, yeah, another one of these. So, starting with the nose of this aircraft. So, here with the nose of the beautiful Engine Miles Delta Airlines 757 Junior. Engine Miles definitely has the best 757 mold of all time in 1.0 scale. It just blows out all the competition from like General Jets and JC Wings. It just blows out all the competition. And yeah, so here are the cockpit windows right there, and here are the nose, this perfect shape and everything. And yeah, so we have the Peter tubes down there. Here are the SkyTeam logo. Here are the L1 door. Here are the nose landing gear looking file amazing. Here are the Delta Airlines logo. Here are the L2 door. And then proceeding on to the wing, there's no emergency escape hatch or emergency escape door. So yeah, this is a different configuration. So the Delta Airlines 757s have two configurations, which is the Gen 1 and Gen 2 configuration. I believe this is a Gen 1 configuration just because this doesn't have the emergency escape doors, but I may be wrong on that. I always get that confused for whatever reason, so sorry about that. So yeah, so here are the wing of this model, looking flat out amazing. No wing flex at all. Here we have the winglets, looking flat out amazing, right there. I am surprised that Delta hasn't retrofitted their 757s with this split top winglets. Pretty interesting how they did not have done that, or the skimmer winglets, just to say it. I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. Yeah, just because United has done them and they're going to retire them soon, and Delta will be keeping these 757s for a long time, so this is a good model to buy. So I believe until the end of this decade they'll be keeping them, which is crazy to say, just because of the mid-market limbo. So there's a reason there, and yeah. So here are the Pratt & Whitney engines right there. Those are looking file amazing, and here are the landing light right there, looking file amazing. Here are the L3 door, and here are the L4 door, and here are the tail of this model, the Delta widget logo, looking file amazing. And here are the registrations, which is number 704 X-Ray in the United States flag. Pretty weird to see this five character registration, but there it is. Alright, so proceeding on to the back portion of the model. So here are the back portion of the model with the vertical stabilizers and horizontal stabilizers. These are looking great. And here I have the back portion of the wings, which are also looking great. Alright, so here are the bottom portion of the model. Here are the antenna right there, the Delta belly once again. Here we have the stand hold right here. Here we have the wing landing gear. Here we have another antenna right here. Here we got some more detail. And here we have the nose landing gear, all looking flat out amazing. Alright, so proceeding on to the front portion of the model. So here are the nose of the model, looking flat out amazing. Just pure perfection there. And here are the inside of the Pratt & Whitney engines. Those are also looking flat amazing. You can just see the fan blade detail. Let me zoom in. You can just see the fan blade detail. It's just looking flat out amazing. And you can also tell how level the wings are on this model. They are all looking flat out amazing. Alright, proceeding on to the top of the model. Here at the top of the model. Here at the beacon light there. Here we have the first Wi-Fi box. Interestingly enough, that Delta has two Wi-Fi boxes on their 757s. Here are antenna there. Here at the top view of the wings. The wings are also looking flat amazing up here. And here we have another Wi-Fi box there. And here at the top of the tail and the vertical, and we have the horizontal stabilizers and vertical stabilizers. These are looking amazing. Alright, moving on to the right side, this beautiful engine model Delta Airlines Boeing 757 this junior. It's just a legendary model for me. Definitely my top 10 of my favorite models. This is probably around number 6 of my favorite models. Out of 175 models. This is crazy, so yeah. So here we have so this side is basically the same as the side review, but this time we have the R1, R2, R3, and R4 door. And here at the baggage holds, we have the first baggage hold right there, the second baggage hold, and there's a second baggage hold right there. So I'm going to get some final shots of this beautiful engine models Delta Airlines Boeing 757 Junior, and then we'll be proceeding onto the Marina Rivera version. Just in one moment. Alright, so proceeding onto the Marina Rivera version of the Delta Airlines Boeing 757 Junior. So we're basically just going to go over the differences. There's not really many. This model is basically the exact same as the last one, but we got like a couple differences. So just also notice once again, here we have this Marina Rivera tiles, and you have the little 42 logo right there, looking flat amazing. Pretty cool how engine models have included that on this model. It just how they included this on this model and just made this model overall pretty cool. Indeed, I believe this is the first one that's ever been made under this sticker, so it's pretty cool. And it's pretty cool how Delta Airlines also included this logo right there. So looking great there. And then moving on to the back portion of this model, and here we have the tail of this model, and with the registration on this specific aircraft number 72, taking whiskey. I believe Delta has a couple of other D757s painting the Marina Rivera titles, so yeah. So here's the United States flag right there, and yeah. And then proceeding on to the other difference right here of this model. This model is unfortunately missing this antenna. Pretty unfortunate. This model came a little bit damaged during shipping. It got a little smushed in the middle of the box, and this tin just popped right off. So pretty unfortunate. Not a West Coast Diecast issue. This was just a shipping issue. Not even an engine model's issue, I don't think. So yeah, this model is looking flat amazing. West Coast Diecast does check all their models before shipping, so likely that's just a shipping issue. And yeah. So that's it for this model. Let's move on to the scoring part of these beautiful Delta Airlines Boeing 757-200. Alright, so moving on to the scoring section, these beautiful engine models Delta Airlines Boeing 757 Juniors. In case I forgot to mention, both these aircrafts were former Trans World Airlines aircraft, just judging off the registration of these. And yeah, now we'll be scoring them with the JT score. So for the first category, which is the fuselage of these models, the fuselages will be receiving a 10 out of 10. The nose of these models are receiving a 10 out of 10, just perfect shape and everything. Then moving on to the next category, which is the tail, which will be receiving a 10 out of 10. Yeah, perfect shape and everything. The horizontal stabilizers and vertical stabilizers are all perfect. Moving on to the next category, which is the landing gears. The landing gears are perfect on these models. They're detailed, they roll perfectly, and overall they're extremely accurate. So the landing gears will be receiving a 10 out of 10. Moving on to the next category, which is the engines. The engines, man, they are just impressively detailed. They're just perfect. You can see the fan blades, perfect size and everything. And yeah, so the Pride and Whitney engines on these models are receiving a 10 out of 10. Moving on to the next category, which is the livery on these models. The livery is perfect on both of these models. Super vibrant and accurate, and just overall just pure perfection. So the liveries on both these models are receiving a 10 out of 10. Then the details on both these models are also receiving a 10 out of 10. Perfect details and everything. Engine models does a perfect job of detailing their models. This slots a perfect details with these models. And yes, and engine models did a perfect job representing the Marina Rivera tiles right there. So those are all looking perfect. And then moving on to the next category, which is the aerials on these models. The aerials will be receiving a 10 out of 10. They're perfect on these models. The engine models has the correct model of them. And yeah, moving on to the next category, which is the QC on these models. So the QC is good. It's just this model's missing an antenna, sadly. I believe I haven't seen many NG 757s come without antennas. That's a new issue. That's a new one for me. I know Engine Models has this issue with A321s and 737s, but not the 757. Pretty unfortunate QC issue there. So quality control only receiving a 4 out of 5 on these models. Pretty unfortunate. Then the next category on these models is the collectability. Man, collectability, just 5 out of 5. Just 5 out of 5. These are extremely collectible. Last time Gemini released a Delta 57 Junior, just a regular one, was in 2018. So it's been needing a re-release, and Engine Models came to fruition with that. And the Engine Models version is just so much more detailed than the Gemini 2018 release. The Gemini 2018 release is good, but the Engine Models version is just far superior. And a lot of people have missed out on the 2018 release, so people like me, so yeah, Engine Models just came to fruition and just made this model. It's just perfect. It's just perfect, so. And yeah, so I believe that is the final category. So the final score for both these models will be a 99% or a 99 out of 100. So Engine Models just did a flat out amazing job with these models. Man, they're just legendary models for me. Definitely definitely the regular version is in my top 10 of my all-time favorite models. It's just perfect. It's just pure perfection. So that's it for the Engine Models Delta Airlines 757 Stranger. So let's move on to the next model. All right, moving on to the next model. Here are the Engine Models United Airlines Boeing 747-900ER Indian Continental Globe livery. So maybe you've been wondering why I purchased this model, just because I've really been wanting another United 747-900 in my collection, just a regular livery. And yeah, I was about to buy another Evil Blue livery version. I was like to myself, let's just wait for a Continental Globe livery release from Engine Models. And Engine Models has released a Continental Globe livery version at long last. This has been a highly requested and in demand model. I know many people are excited for this model, and I am too. And yeah, so we start with the box art. So the box art does go with another model, which is the United 747-900ER in the Eco Skies livery. I did not purchase that model just because it's just such a minor special livery, and I really didn't need another special from United Airlines. Unfortunately, I may go around and pick that model up in the future, so we'll just have to see. So here are the box art for the United Airlines Boeing 747-900ER, not 757. I don't know what I'm saying. So on the top here, the Boeing 747-900ER titles, and then here we had the globe image on the box, and yeah, and here we have the blue background, which is slightly purplish. Pretty weird decision. I won't be taking off any points for that. It's just a weird box design by Engine Models. So yeah, so here we have the United Airlines logo on the bottom. Here are the registrations are 66828. Here are the officially Boeing licensed product down there on the bottom left. Here we have 1/4 scale collectible die-cast model and the Engine Models logo right there. So proceeding on to the bottom of the box. Here at the bottom of the box is the item number, which is 79008. Here are the right side of the box, top of the box, left side of the box, and then proceeding onto the back of the box. So here at the back of the box right here. So here we have the Engine Models logo on the top left. And then here we computer image once again. So the back of the box basically the same as the front of the box. Here are the individual social medias, and here are the item number, which is 79008. Alright, so moving on to the model itself, and man, Engine Models really nailed this model. It's just perfect. It's just like their other 747s. This is simply pure perfection. Alright, so starting off the nose section of this model, Alright, there we go. So starting with the nose section of this model, so here are the nose of this model. Looking fine, amazing, perfect shape and everything. Yeah, really great nose shape there. So we have the cockpit windows right there. Here are the Star Alliance logo right there. Here we have the L1 door right there, looking fine, amazing. We got some PU tubes there. They're all looking fine, amazing. Here we have the United Airlines tiles right there, looking flat out amazing. So here's the passenger windows there. Here we have the emergency escape doors right there, the wing emergency escape doors. And here are the top doing emergency escape paths. And then here we have the split skim door wing, looking flat amazing. These are perfect, way better than whatever excuse the Gemini ones are on their 747-900. So yeah, here are the beautiful CFM56 engine, just a legendary engine in general. I love the buzzes of them. This is perfect. I just had to say that. And yeah, so this aircraft does have split skim doors, which means this is the first Continental Globe livery 747-900 has ever been produced in 1/400. So yeah, so that's pretty interesting fact. Gemini never released this before in 1/400. They released a blended winglet one, but that aircraft is no longer realistic. So this is the first realistic Continental Globe livery 747-900 that has ever been made before, just for this time period. A lot of people still use the blended winglet version, but it's not as realistic as to use in our modern airports today, but you can use it in a retro airport. It's still realistic then, but yeah. And then proceeding on to the back of the model, so here we have the L2 door right there, and here the L3 door. Here's the beautiful Continental Globe livery, looking flat out amazing, and here the registration number 66828 in the United States flag, all looking flat out amazing. Alright, so moving on to the back portion of this beautiful United Airlines Boeing 747-900ER. So you have the vertical stabilizers and the horizontal stabilizers. These are looking perfect. And here are the APU exhaust right there. That is also looking perfect. And there's no wing flex on the spot either. Alright, so proceeding on to the bottom of the small, so we have the bottom of the APU right there. Here are the beautiful silver belly on the Continental Globe livery, looking fine amazing. So here we have two antennas right there, looking fine amazing. Gliding draws includes the two antennas. That is a great detail there. Here are the wing landing gear right there, looking fine amazing. And here we have an antenna right there, and here we have the nose landing gear with the 737-900 tiles right there. And those are looking perfect. Alright, so moving on to the front of this United 747-900, here are the noses, which is looking fine amazing. Here are the CFM56 engines. I'm going to zoom in. So here are the CFM56 engines there. Those are looking fine amazing. They're very well detailed. And then we got the navigational light right there. And then, yeah. So the front of this model is looking flat out amazing. And yeah, I forgot to mention this is our only 747 this massive unboxing, which is weird to say. I feel like we've had a 747 in about every massive unboxing, so kind of weird to say that. Alright, so proceeding on to the top of the small, so we have the top nose looking flat out amazing. And then here we have the beacon light right there. Here we have the antenna. Here are the wing emergency escape hatch. Those are looking fine amazing. Here's the top of the wing. Here we have the gray Wi-Fi box looking fine amazing. Here we have another antenna. And then here we have the top of the tail with the vertical stabilizers and horizontal stabilizers. These are looking amazing. Alright, so proceeding on to the right side of the model, which is the same deal as our side review, but this time is the R1 and R2 and R3 door. And then it has the it has the baggage holds. So we have the first baggage hold and the second baggage hold right there. So I'm going to get some final shots of this beautiful model. Then I'll be scoring this model. Alright, so moving on to the scoring of this beautiful engine model is United Airlines Boeing 747-900ER. So, man, Engines really nailed this model. They really did a great job, and really nothing wrong with it at all. So that is a great sight to see. So starting with the first category, which is the fuselage on this model. So the fuselage is receiving a 10 out of 10. The tail will be receiving a 10 out of 10, and then the wings will be receiving a 10 out of 10. The landing gears will be receiving a 10 out of 10, just because the wings are perfectly leveled and everything, and the gears roll, they're detailed, and they're accurate. So that's the recipe for a perfect score for that part. Moving on to the next category, which is the engines. The CFM56 engines are perfect. There's no tilt on them. Perfect size. The inside of the engines are looking great. So, yeah, so the CFM56 engines will be receiving a 10 out of 10. Delivery on this model, we're receiving a 10 out of 10. It's just perfect. Really nothing wrong with it. Perfectly vibrant, and there's a little golden shine to it, which is perfectly realistic. So, great job, NG Miles. NG Miles always nails deliveries for the most part, so... yeah, and then moving on to the next category, which is the details. This model is extremely well detailed, so that receiving a 10 out of 10 there. The quality control is great on this model, nothing really wrong with it. So the quality control receiving a 5 out of 5. And the collectability will be receiving a 5 out of 5, just because this is another highly in-demand model, and this model is already about to sell out at some retailers on pre-order. So, yeah, so the final score, drum roll please, will be an A+ or a 100%, or a 100 out of 100. So, yeah, another perfect model. There you go. This is our first perfect model of this video, and it won't be the last one, so yeah, it's just perfect. Just perfect. So that does conclude this model, and now let's move on to our first wide body. So let's move on to our first wide body. Alright, moving on to the next model, which is another exciting model for me, which is the Lufthansa Airbus A330-300 in the new livery re-released by NG Models. So NG Models did release this around April of 2021. And I did miss out on the first release. I was very close to buying it a couple times, but Angel decided to re-release it, and I jumped on board and bought it. And this is my first Lufthansa model in my collection, which is really exciting. This is an airline I've been needing in my collection forever. And yeah, it's just a staple international airline that's needed in my collection. So this will be another airline to have at Jacksonville. Pretty exciting indeed. So here are the box art, which here are the box art, which represents Lufthansa colors perfectly. So we have the gray, we have the blue, and the yellow, which was a part of the old livery, but this new livery does not have the yellow. This is kind of a boring Euro white livery, though. But it's a Lufthansa model, though, and it's a German plane. Two things that go together that will make it another great model to have in my collection. So starting at the top here, the Airbus A330-300 tiles there. Here are the computer image of this aircraft. Here's the Lufthansa logo down there with the registration, which is Delta Alpha Indigo Kilo Quebec. Here are the engine miles logo right there with 100 scale collectible miles, die-cast metal. You gotta get the gist of these NG Miles boxes after a little while. So here are the Airbus A330-300 tiles, the NG Miles logo right there, and the I number, which is 62029. Here you have the right side of the box, the top of the box with the computer image, the left side of the box. Then proceeding on to the back. So here are more of this checkerboard design. So you have the NG Miles logo right there, computer image, NG Miles social media down here, and the I number, once again, the barcode. So that's it for the Lufthansa Airbus A330-300 box. Pretty good box. But now let's move on to the model stuff, which is the most exciting part. Alright, so proceeding on to the beautiful NG Miles Lufthansa Airbus A330-300. I'm just simply grateful to finally have a Lufthansa model in my collection. It's been a really needed airline in my collection. And yeah, so this model is a pretty simple Euro white model, which is only an unfortunate thing about Lufthansa livery. Is this pretty kind of boring, so... yeah, so nonetheless, let's just proceed on to the Airbus A330-300. So this mold by NG Miles is simply the best A330 on the 140 market. It's just simply the best. That's all I gotta say. It's simply the best. So the first part here. So starting with the first portion of the smile here, the cockpit windows. Those are looking good. Looking great, I should say. Those are looking great. Here we have the Lufthansa logo on below the cockpit windows, and here with the P2s there as well. Here we have the Starlines logo, L1 door, Airbus A330-300 tiles, the Lufthansa logo right there, L2 door, and but right beside the doors there's little yellow boxes. So here are the wing of this model. And then here we have the winglet right there, little tiny winglet. Then here we have the engines on these models. This is a different kind of engine for the A330, so pretty cool there. I'm not too sure what this engine type is. Just let me know in the chat or in the comments below if you know what engine type this is. So pretty cool. And it's pretty cool to have another A330 that's 300 in my collection. This is my only second one. The other the other A330 300 I have is a Delta one. And I have a Hawaiian A330 that's 300. So I really need to get more A330. So yeah. Hopefully NG will do more soon because I definitely buy them. So here's the L3 door. L4 door. And then here we have the back portion of the small. So here we have the registration on the small. It's registered Delta Alpha Indo Kilo Quebec. And here the German flag. And here the EU flag there as well. And the L4 door. And the simple Lufthansa tail with that dark navy blue, almost black tail with the Lufthansa logo. Pretty simple tail right there. Alright, so proceeding on to the back portion of the model. Here are the vertical stabilizers and horizontal stabilizers. These are looking great. Here are the APU exhaust right there. That is also looking great. And here we have the wings, which are perfectly leveled and everything. Alright, so proceeding on to the bottom. So here's the bottom of the APU and tail right there. Here we have an antenna right there. Here we have the wing lane gear looking fine amazing. Here we have a stand hole right there. Hopefully Angels will make a stand one day. That'd be pretty cool. But really no update has been made on that. It's pretty interesting how they do have stand holds on their models. So here are the engines right there. And then here are the nose lane gear looking flat out amazing. Alright, so proceeding on to the front portion of the model. So here we have the cockpit windows. Those are looking flat out amazing. They're a little slanted, but other than that, they're looking great. So yeah. So proceeding on to the engines right here. So here's the engines with the fan blades. Man, those look great. Just perfect details by engine models. They really nailed the engines on these models, and they really did a great job. So the front portion of the model is looking flat out amazing. Alright, proceeding on to the top of the model. So here we have an antenna right there. Here we have a first Wi-Fi box. There's 2 Wi-Fi boxes on this model. Then here we have a beacon light right there, and 2 more antennas, and the other Wi-Fi box, and the top of the tail right there. Alright, so proceeding on to the right side of the model. So here the right side of the model. Same deal as the side we reviewed, but this time has the R1, R2, R3, and R4 door, and he has the baggage hold. So here the first baggage hold down there, and here we have the second baggage hold right there as well. So I'm going to get some final shots of this model, then we'll be proceeding on to the scoring section of this beautiful NG model. Alright folks, that does conclude this part of this massive unboxing. So now we'll be scoring this beautiful Lufthansa. It was A330-300. So yeah, so the nose on this model receiving a 10 out of 10, perfect shape and everything. This is slightly a little slanted. I'm not going to take off a point for that, but it is something to note. So next category is the fuselage. So the fuselage is perfect on this model, nothing wrong with that. Perfect shape, 10 out of 10. The wings on this model are perfect, perfectly level, perfectly detailed, 10 out of 10 there. The engines on these models are perfect. On this model is perfect. Just perfect on them. The engines are great. Lots of fan blade details. So engines are receiving a 10 out of 10. The next category on this model is the landing gear. So the landing gears are receiving a 10 out of 10. They're perfect. They roll perfectly, and they're really well accurate. They're really accurate. So the landing gear is receiving a 10 out of 10. Delivery receiving a 10 out of 10. It is a very simple livery. So hopefully Engine Models wouldn't screw it up. But they did a great job with the colors, and it's vibrant. So that is great to see. The next category is the details on this model. This model is just perfectly detailed, so that category is receiving a 10 out of 10. The quality control of this model is perfect. Nothing really wrong with it, so 5 out of 5 on the quality control. And the next category is the collectability, which is a 5 out of 5. So this model, drum roll please, will be receiving a A+ or a 100% or a 100 out of 100. So another perfect model in this massive unboxing. So yeah, so many of you are wondering why I didn't get the Lufthansa 77 to shine from NG models. I am waiting for the Aviation 400 version of that because I want to review the new 787 models. That's the reason why I didn't get that one yet. And A330 will be perfectly suitable for Jacksonville Fictional model airport. So that's it for this model. Let's proceed on to the final model in this massive unboxing, unfortunately. All right, we're proceeding on to the final model in this massive unboxing. We're going to end this massive unboxing off with a bang. And the final model is the KLM Boeing 777-300ER. This is the regular KLM, not the KLM Asia variant. So yes, I've been wanting a KLM model for such a long time just because my airport is a SkyTeam focus city, so might as well get a KLM model because they're a SkyTeam airline. And it's another international airline. It's my first Dutch aircraft in my whole model collection. So yeah, so starting off the top of this model, so here we have the Boeing 777-300ER titles. Here the KLM logo right there, the computer images of the aircraft, looking file amazing. Here at the bottom left of the box with the KLM logo and Royal Dutch Airlines logo right there. National Park Cocos Island. And the restoration is Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Victor. Here's the officially voting licensed product. And the engine miles logo on the bottom right. So this box does go together with another box, which is the KLM Asia Boeing 777 era box. This two go together. I did not get that aircraft because I really don't need the KLM Asia 333, and it's kind of a niche aircraft anyway. So, yeah, I mean KLM Asia 333. It's kind of a niche aircraft anyways. And yeah, so this model, engine miles did a really great job with it. Only one slight issue with it. Other than that, they did a great job, and they have improved their 777 mold slightly. So that's a great sight to see. So, yeah. So we're moving on to the bottom of the model here. Here are the computer image once again. Boeing 777 Screener era titles. This is my first NG Miles 777 Screener era model. I do have two 777 tuners. But this is my first 777 Screener model. And yes, this model did not come broken, which is a great sight to see. Because my last two NG 777s have come broken. Just sad, so. Yeah. So here's the right side of the model, the KLM logo right there. Here at the top of the model with the computer image of the aircraft. The left side of the box there. And then proceeding on to the back of the box, which is the exact same as the front of the box, but this time as the engine model social media, and the I number, which is 73015, and the barcode down there, and the warning label right there. Alright, so moving on to the beautiful engine models KLM Boeing 777-300ER. Man, they really did a great job with this model. There's a couple of slight issues, though. And yeah, so nonetheless, we'll be starting off with the nose of this model. So starting with the nose of this model, so here are the nose of this model. So the engine models has improved the shape of the cockpit windows. Now they point a little bit downwards, which is more accurate. They used to point a little bit upwards, so the engine models did fix that. So here are the nose right there. Here are the airframes KLM tiles right there. SkyTeam logo right there. Here are the L1 door. Here are the KLM logo right there. Here are the L2 door right there. We have the P tubes over there as well. Forgot to mention that. Here are the wing emergency escape door right there. And then here are the emergency escape hatch on the wing right there. Looking fine, amazing. And here are the wing on this model. Looking fine, amazing. Perfectly leveled and everything. And then here are the GE90 engines with the crown on them, so that's looking perfect as well. The crown's a little bit slanted to the right, but other than that, the GE90 engines are looking good so far. So then moving on to the next area of this model. So here the L3 door, the L4 door, and here the registration. So the registration is Papa Hotel Bravo Victor Victor. Here the Dutch flag, and here the EU flag right there, and the Boeing 777 tiles right there. And those are looking fine, amazing. And then here the KLM logo on the tail, looking fine, amazing. It is slanted to the left a little bit, which is a little concerning, but other than that, the tail area is looking perfect. Alright, so proceeding on to the back portion of the model. So here the back portion of the model. And then here are the vertical stabilizers and horizontal stabilizers. These are looking perfect. And the wings are also looking perfect right there. Alright, so proceeding on to the bottom of the model. So here at the bottom tail right there. Here are the antenna right there. Looking fine, amazing. Here another antenna. Here are the wing landing gear, looking fine, amazing. Here are the stand-hold. We have another antenna there. And then proceeding on the top of here, the nose right there, looking flat out amazing. Alright, so proceeding on to the front portion of this model. So here are the cockpit windows right there. Hopefully we'll focus a little bit better there. So here are the cockpit windows. Sorry about this not focusing well, but here are the cockpit windows right there. They are slanted downwards, which is realistic. And here we have the inside the beautiful GE90s. These are looking flat out amazing. Engine models really did a great job with those, and yeah. Yeah, here's a better view of the nose right there. Looking flat out amazing there. And yes, the cockpit windows we point down now. And the engine models has finally fixed that issue. And yeah, they're a little bit slanted, but other than that, they're looking perfect. Alright, so starting with proceeding onto the top of the model. So here at the top of the model right there. For the beacon light. Really wish engine models would include free beacon lights, but unfortunately they don't. Aviation 400 does, so. Yeah, so here are the antenna right there. Here are the emergency escape hatch right there. Looking flat amazing. Here are the Wi-Fi box, another Wi-Fi box, and two more antennas, and the top of the tail right there. Alright, so proceeding on to the right side of the model. So same deal as side review, but this time it has the R1, R2, R3, and R4 door. And it has the bag tool. So we have the first bag tool right there. And the second and third bag tool right there. So I'm going to give some final shots to this model. Then I'll be concluding this model review. And I'll be also concluding the massive unboxing. So, yeah. Alrighty, so that does conclude the review portion of this model. So now let's score this model based off the JT score. So for the fuselage of this model, engine has received a 10 out of 10. For the tail portion, they received a 10 out of 10. The wings, they received a 10 out of 10. The landing gears, they have received a 9 out of 10. They are realistic. They are detailed, but they do not tilt, which is very disappointing since the Aviation 400 and the JC Wings molds they're competing with do have tilting landing gear. Pretty unfortunate there. So the landing gear only receiving a 9 out of 10. The engines are receiving a 10 out of 10. They're perfect size, and the fan blade details is impressive. A lot of people have been complaining they're a little too large. They are large, but it's not it's not worthy of me taking off a point for that because they're perfect size in my opinion. That's just my opinion though. So yeah, delivery on this model. The delivery on this model is perfect, is vibrant, it's a perfect shade and everything. So the delivery is seeing a talented, unlike the Gemini KLM 747, which is way too light blue. This is a perfect darkish blue, so that's perfect there. Moving on to the next category, which is the details. So the details, they'll be only receiving a 9 out of 10 just because the KLM logo is a little bit tilted. Really unfortunate. It seems like a Gemini issue, but NG are having that issue now, so pretty unfortunate there. Moving on to the next category, which is the aerials. So the aerials will be only receiving a 9 out of 10 just because there's no 3D beacon lights. I will be taking off a point for this one not having 3D beacon lights, just because the aviation foreigner mold this model is competing with does have beacon lights, so it is technically not the best 777 on the 140 market right now for that category. Moving on to the next category, which is the collectability. The collectability is pretty good on this model. It's not the most highly in demand model, so it's still an in demand model. So the collectability is receiving a 4 out of 5. And the final category is the quality control. The quality control is actually fairly decent on this model, surprisingly. Nothing came broken, so the quality control will be seeing a 5 out of 5. So the final score is a 96 out of 100 or a at 96%. Still amazing score, though. And yeah, so this model is still flat out amazing. I highly recommend purchasing it if you don't already have an aviation for your KLM 777. So it's still a great model, and I can't wait to use this model at my Jacksonville Fictional Model Airport. And yeah, so so the Angel Model's 777 mold, it's not the best 777 mold in the market though. The aviation partner mold is definitely way superior, and the JC Wings mold is actually superior as well. The new JC Wings mold as well. Alrighty, folks, that does conclude the massive unboxing for the NG Models June 2022 releases special. Since this was a smaller massive unboxing, the next one should be slightly larger with 7 models, 7 NG models. We may have more, so we'll just have to see. And yeah, so I'd like to thank you all so much for attending this premiere. Since I got a little quick channel update, so this weekend we'll be having a subscriber route special airport day, which will premiere on Sunday. So hopefully I'll see you all there. This is a fairly large airport. I know many of you have requested me to do this model airport. And yeah, so next week we'll be having a special review of some model planes. I'm not really gonna tell you more about that, but it will be a special review. And yeah. Then the Jacksonville Fictional Airport, they should be coming out later this month. So getting back to the massive unboxing now, I just want to reflect on some of these models. So yes, NG models this month really nailed the park out of these models. They did a great job. There's a couple of slight issues with some. Like this one is missing its antenna. I'm just sad that it's missing the antenna, but you know what? We got this beautiful Delta Semi Sun's Junior. I am so glad this BD came perfect. This is definitely going to be one of my favorite models. I'm so glad NG's finally done that. And I've been requesting that model forever. There's a KLM triple free back there, looking flat out amazing, and NG did a really great job on that. I'm glad they're improving their 777 mold. And there's the Lufthansa A330-300 back there, looking flat out amazing, and another great NG model. Highly recommend purchase all these models. I would recommend purchase every single one of these models. They just did a great job. And the 747 Strike ER is just perfect as always for NG 747s. And yeah, and the Delta A320neo once again, it's just perfect. And yeah, so once again, if you're interested in any of these models, if you're interested in any of these models, go check out Westcoastdiecast. I'll provide a link for the store in the description below. And if you want to purchase these models, use my code JTPilot for 5% off your order. And they do have free shipping over 100 Canadian dollars, which is around 77 US dollars, I'm pretty sure. So, highly recommend purchasing from them. Great store. This great people that run it, and they did a really great job indeed. And just go buy from them. Just do it. Yeah, 2 great guys that run it, and that's highly recommend. This, in my opinion, is the best 1400 model store right now in the United States Canadian Air. It's just the best store. It's just the best. I'm not trying to be biased or anything, but it's just the best. It's the best store. Just great service and everything. They also have a great selection of NG models. They got some rare models. They got anything that you could basically want there. So, yeah, great store. Great people that own it. And yeah, so I can't wait to use these models in my next Jacksonville Fictional Airport update. All 6 of these will be the next Jacksonville Fictional Airport update. So anyways, I am JT Pod. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching this video, and have a wonderful day and have a wonderful weekend.